Despite the excitement of the missing animals, Mr. Oakhurst came back to the fire with his usual calm. He did not wake the group. The innocent slept peacefully with a smile on his pleasant face, and the honest Piney slept beside the other women. Mr. Oakhurst, pulling his blanket over his shoulders, stroked his beard and waited for the dawn. It came slowly in a spinning cloud of snow, and what could still be seen of the country now appeared to be covered in a magic blanket of white. Mr. Oakhurst looked over the valley and considered the situation in 2 words. Snowed in. There was a careful check of the supplies, which, by luck for the group, had been stored inside the hut. They had escaped the stealing fingers of Uncle Billy and showed that, with care and good judgment, they might last for 10 days. "That is," said Mr. Oakhurst quietly to the innocent, "if you're willing to let us stay here. If you aren't, could we wait until Uncle Billy gets back with more food?" For some unknown reason, Mr. Oakhurst could not bring himself to discuss Uncle Billy's dishonesty. He suggested that Billy had wandered from the camp and had accidentally frightened the animals. He warned the Duchess and Mother Shipton, who of course knew exactly what Uncle Billy had done. "Tom and Piney will find out the truth about us all eventually," he added with meaning, "and it's no good frightening them now." Tom Simpson not only gave everything he owned to Mr. Oakhurst to use, but seemed to enjoy the thought of them all being snowed in together. "We'll have a good camp for a week. The snow will melt, and we'll all go back to Poker Flat." The cheerful nature of the young man and Mr. Oakhurst's calm manner spread to the others. The innocent used some strong Piney how to arrange everything inside, with a skill that impressed the little country girl. "I reckon now you're used to fine things in Poker Flat," said Pinny. The Duchess turned away quickly to hide a thought that caused her cheeks to turn pink, even through the artificial colour she had put on them earlier. Mother Shipton asked Piney not to talk so much. When Mr. Oakhurst returned from a tiring search for the tracks, he heard the sound of laughter coming from the camp. He stopped in alarm, and naturally his first thoughts were about the alcohol, which he had carefully hidden. "Somehow it doesn't sound like the alcohol," thought the gambler. It was not until he caught sight of the bright fire, though the heavy, and the group around it, that he felt sure the enjoyment was genuine. Whether Mr. Oakhurst had hidden his poker cards with the alcohol to stop anyone from using them, I cannot say. It was certain, though, in Mother Shipton's words, that he didn't say cards once during the evening. The time was very happily passed with the music provided by Tom Simpson. With some difficulty in using the instrument, Piney Woods managed to produce several tunes from its keys. The innocent accompanied Piney by hitting 2 pieces of bone together. However, the best moment of the evening was reached when Tom and Piney sang a rough camp version of a religious song in loud and enthusiastic voices. I doubt that the tone of the song was particularly holy, but the spirit of the tune quickly spread to the others, who eventually joined in the chorus. "I'm proud to live in the service of the Lord, and I'm bound to die in his army." The pines shook, and the storm blew showers of snow above the unlucky group. The flames of their fire pointed toward heaven as if they had made a holy promise. At midnight, the storm died down. The rolling clouds moved apart, and the stars shone clearly above the sleeping camp. Mr. Oakhurst, whose professional habits had taught him to live on the smallest possible amount of sleep, shared the watch with Tom Simon. Somehow, he managed to do a longer part of the night. He explained about himself to the innocent by saying that he had often gone a week without sleep. "Doing what?" asked Tom. "Poker," replied Oakhurst seriously. "When a man gets a run of good luck, he doesn't get tired. The luck gives in first." "Luck," continued the gambler in a thoughtful way, "is a very odd thing. All you know about it is that for certain it is sure to change, and it's knowing when it's going to change that makes you a good gambler. We've had a run of bad luck since we left poker flat. You come along, Tom, and now you're in it too. If you can hold your cards right through the game, you'll be fine, because, sang the gambler in a rude but cheerful voice, I'm proud to live in the service of the Lord, and I'm bound to die in his army. The third day came, and the sun, looking over the White Valley, saw the outcasts divide their slowly disappearing story of food for the morning meal. It is one of the strange facts of mountain climate that the sun spreads warmth over the cold land as if it is sorry for not shining during the storm. As the sky cleared, it revealed piles of snow around the hut. There were no tracks to guide the outcasts through the sea of white. Through the clear air, the smoke of the Poker Flat camp rose miles away. Mother Shipton saw it, and from a high rock shouted some final angry words. It did me goog, she privately told the Duchess. Just you go out there and swear, and you'll know. She then set about amusing the child, as she and the Duchess liked to call Peony. Peony was no baby, but it pleased them to call her a child because she didn't use bad language, and she knew the difference between right and wrong.